Basically, my question was how EU is beneficiary for Pakistan. What are the demands? What basically Pakistan needs to improve in different business fields, and how these kinds of forums are beneficiary for the business community of Pakistan.
Yeah, thank you very much. This kind of business forums we have now been doing 4 times in Pakistan serve first and foremost the purpose of awareness raising of how trade can be improved between the EU, all member states, and Pakistan, which conditions needs to be fulfilled, where there are obstacles in trade, but where there are also possibilities like the zero tariff and the zero customs rates under the so-called GSP Plus regime. That's what we also in Peshawar today tried to find out. We were looking at particular sectors of the economy in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, such as gems and jewelry, the tourism, but then also textile in a more classical way. So it is really about how to raise awareness about conditions to have good trade, how to bring traders in Europe and in Pakistan more closely together, and not just one day, but to establish permanent permanent business contacts to the benefit of both sides. And in that regard, what plays a big role are standards of production, no labor, no child labor, standards of the goods. Do they fulfill security requirements if they are particularly sophisticated goods, and all of these kind of things. So it's a very complex and a very large subject. Hence, the idea to bring businesses, the authorities together today in Peshawar, and I think that was a very good meeting today.
So apart from this, you have been to Pakistan many times. You have seen the different people over here, the different food, different culture. I need you to please comment on the beauty of Pakistan and the culture and the people living here.
Well, we were discussing tourism this morning. There is not much to add about the beauty and the nature and the friendliness and hospitality of the people. But again, people in the EU do not know this sufficiently enough. I know it now because I have been here 1.5 years, but other people do not know it. And it is there also where the Pakistanis, have to go out in the EU member states to say what the beauty is, where the beauty is, in nature, in people, in culture, in art. I know it, but I'm only me. So this is something Pakistan has to drive more actively.
And apart from this, do you think that new media influencers or the media persons are really trying their best to, explore to show the outside world the reality on ground, the beauty of Pakistan? Please comment on that, please. Overall, in the world, Pakistan is, showed to the world as a negative, player. But in reality, what you have really experienced on ground, I want you to comment on that.
I think people do already a very good job when it comes to media and other, but you can never do enough, and you can never be good enough in this. There are always people countering you. There are always people saying it is not true. You have to permanently, constantly, every time and again, what we call a narrative. So to nourish the narrative and give examples and give and showcase what is at stake and why and what is beautiful. As for example, if I may say, your pavilion at the Expo in Dubai, which is one of the most beautiful I have seen there. So that was a success story, and that is what you have to portray to the outside world.